Now, this is all Jim's fault over on the Blue Healers Model and Toy Steam Engine Room YouTube channel. He recently did a video on the Microcosm, I think it's the SO1 steam helicopter. Now, I've already knew about these steam helicopters. They're wonderful things, but Jim's video particularly showcased this little helicopter wonderfully. Anyway, so I went online afterwards and I thought, oh, I'll see how much they cost, see if I can possibly scare one up myself. But they are rather expensive. Over in the UK, if you want to buy one of those, it's about 150 quid, which is a little bit outside of my budget at the moment. So I thought, okay, well, something to think about in the future. Anyway, while I was looking on eBay, I came across this. Now, this is a Ugears laser cut plywood kit for a mini helicopter. And what I liked about this was, well, first of all, it was incredibly cheap. I paid £14 for this. But like the steam-powered helicopter, this one has a driven main rotor and tail rotor. It runs off a little elastic band, which you wind up and then you turn the thing on and off it goes. It's also got a wheel at the bottom here, which will actually propel it along a surface while the rotors are turning around. So I thought, oh, excellent. What I was thinking was that it might be possible to rig it up so that it runs off a steam engine, maybe a belt drive on a cog somewhere. So the idea is we'll build this up and see if we can actually get this thing to run from a model steam engine. So that's basically the plan. 167 parts, fairly easy apparently, so it should be within my my abilities to build it, hopefully. Yeah, so I have built a few other laser cut plywood kits, and I'll bring them in so you can see. Yeah, so first of all, there was the little Ugears air engine, which I built so not so long ago, and I did do a video on this. Then there was just recently the Nodding Donkey water pump, and of course I did a video on that as well. Now there was one other kit that I built. This was a Rocore one ages ago, which I didn't do a video on, and that was one of those marble run things. And that was lots of fun. I quite enjoyed doing that. I don't know why I didn't do a video on it, but I didn't. I put it on a baseboard, as you can see, and I've actually motorised it. Originally, you would just turn this crank handle here to actually make it work, but yeah, you know me. That was way too easy. So I'll put a little motor on there, and we'll run that in a minute so you can have a quick look. Yeah, so I discovered after motorising this thing, it actually works a lot better with just one hole uncovered on the pickup wheel, which is what I've done with the blue tape. But it works quite well. It also helps if it's tilted that way a little bit. You do occasionally get double balls like that, which is not useful. But it works. Anyway, we're here today about the little helicopter. So this is what's in the box. 4 sheets of laser cut plywood, a little packet that had some rubber bands, a candle wax stick, and a small sheet of little tiny square of sandpaper, and some very fine cord and the instructions. So as you can see, there's an awful lot of gears. So this thing's got quite an extensive gearbox inside it. So what I'll do is I'll do what I've done in the past with these kits, is I'll film the building of it, video it, and then I'll speed it up, because it's going to take you know, in real time it'll take quite some time, I would imagine, but we can speed all that up. So right, let's get on and put this thing together. The little Ugears helicopter is done, and I have to say that for £14 it's a cracking little model. It's very complex, and it did take me a long time to put it together, probably 3 to 4 hours I suppose in total. And I did spend quite a bit of time sanding off the sprue marks on a lot of the bits of plywood. One thing I will say about this, if you're thinking about getting one of these, and I think this applies to pretty much all of the Ugears and Roku type models, it does require quite a lot of force to press the parts together. Obviously no glue is used in this, but yeah, it does require quite a bit of force, and you have to be careful because obviously some of the parts are quite delicate. But no, it's all done, and yeah, I mean obviously this one's a bit different from the standard model because obviously I made a few changes to it, but it does work. I'll just grab it and oh, hands in the way. So obviously originally it would have had the string wrapped around this, and then elastic band pulling the tension on it. But I've obviously not fitted that because I want to try and drive this from a steam engine. Whether I'll be able to or not, I don't know. There's quite a lot of torque required to get that going. Once it's going, it's fairly easy, but to start it, I mean, obviously you've got there's a lot of wooden gears in there. Now, I did use some graphite powder on those gears, and that's helped to make it a lot easier to turn. But yeah, I mean, you know, not only are you turning the main rotor and the tail rotor, but you're also turning that wheel under the base there, which will propel the little helicopter along on the bench. So yeah, it's a nice little model. It really is. So now all I've got to do is work out whether I can actually run this off of a steam engine, and obviously one of the first things I'm gonna have to do is fix this down to a base somehow, obviously, because it's all, you know, it's actually free at the moment. It's just sitting on the little helipad that you get with it. So that's the next thing.